Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Apple series. And today I'm going to show you a little trick that I use for collecting all those ideas that just pop up into my head randomly throughout the day. Now this for me is content ideas like this video and my blog posts and my podcast and stuff like that. I have these ideas randomly wherever I am throughout the day. I could be walking my dog, I could be even sat at my desk, but rather rare, or I could be walking to the gym. These ideas always seem to come up at the most inopportune moments. So I've come up with a little trick that I use on my iPhone, because that's something I carry with me wherever I go, that enables me to, with just one tap, get myself into a note where I can collect all these ideas. And this is great for those of you who have the entrepreneurial mind, I should say, where you're just constantly coming up with ideas and you need a place to capture these really quickly and then get back to what you were doing. And I'm going to show you how to do that today with Apple Notes. Now, before we go any further, I would just like to say, if you do get any value from this video, then please help me by clicking on that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks and news on using Apple's productivity tools, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's go into Apple Notes now and I'll show you how to get this set up.
Okay, so I've mentioned the quick note idea in a recent video, and if you haven't seen that, I'm going to link that down below in the show notes. But this is my home screen. This is my genuine iPhone, my current iPhone, and it is my home screen. What you will see is that right here on the home screen, I have two pinned notes from the widget. And don't worry, in a moment, I'm going to show you how to do that. But the way I use this is when I'm out walking the dog or walking to the gym, I often get a lot of ideas and I just want a quick way. I don't want to be going into my notes, tapping on notes and then trying to find the note that I want to add the idea to, because I'm walking. It's got to be done really, really quickly. So what I've done is I pinned these notes that I regularly need to access directly here on my phone. So for example, my quick notes idea. Now, those of you who follow, basically I have a quick note in my phone and I can just add anything that I like. So this morning, as I was doing my journal and going through my email, I picked up a couple of quotes that I thought was really useful. So this is something on a phrase called slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and I want to do a little bit more research into that. And a newsletter that I got this morning, I just copied and pasted some text that I thought was really useful. So that was done on my computer. That wasn't actually done anywhere. But if I'm walking along, I can now use the dictation function, which you'll see down there on the bottom right. So I can say, this is a note that I need to remember. So I could do something, obviously my creativity this morning is not very good, but you can see that I can quickly add a note while I'm walking just by dictating into my notes. And that is right from my home screen. Now, the other one that I regularly need to capture ideas very quickly are my content ideas. And again, I've got them right there. I can just tap. Now, this one isn't a quick note. This is a regular note, and I just grab it here. So again, you've seen the slow is smooth, Navy SEALs Creed, so needs researching. That's why on my daily note, I've got the research idea. And this is basically where I put all my ideas for content that I'm writing. So that's how I'm using it, and it's why it's such a really powerful tool for those of you using a mobile phone, an iPhone. So how do you do this? Well, it's really quite simple. If you just hold down on your home screen, you'll get the wiggly apps and widgets, and you'll see in the top left-hand corner the plus button. So if you tap the plus button, you get all these options. So I'm going to go down here to Notes, and I'm going to say, when you tap on notes, you're going to get these options. I don't want a folder. I don't want a summary. What I want is a note, and this is the one that I want. So I'm going to tap on that, and I'm going to add widget. Now, at the moment, That's just put in the note that I want. But the quick thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to rearrange these because I want these down one side. So I'm just going to drag these over. So this is down one side. And this is the daily note. It's not the quick note. This is the daily note. So once I've tapped done, all I can do then is I can just go in there and I can edit the widget. And there I get the list of all my notes that I can add. So it's entirely up to me. So these are my folders. So I can go in here, video ideas list, 2023 planning. I can do whatever I want in there. So for example, I was recently interviewing Chris Bailey. So let's say I'm currently doing that and I want quick access to it for ideas for questions. So once I've done that, I can tap that. And now that note is right there. And I can reorganize these. I can, again, if I just tap on there, I can move these around. I can move these around like that. And I can order them however I want to do. So there you go. That's just a quick tip for you. For those of you using an iPhone, and by the way, you don't have to be using an iPhone 14. This will do it with pretty much anything that's using iOS 16 or iOS 15 will actually have done it as well. So there you go. This is just a quick tip just to get this quick access. And by the way, somebody did ask me, can you do this with reminders? Yes, of course, you can do this with reminders too. You can put reminders up there. You can have a specific list, like for example, your inbox can be put there. You know, you can do all sorts of putting these widgets, but this is for your quick access, the quick access stuff. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching this episode. And it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week.
Hello, thank you for watching this video. Now, I'm very excited to tell you that the 2022 edition of my Create Your Own Apple Productivity System course is now available. This year, we're utilizing the brand new features in reminders and notes. We're going to be looking at how you can use the tags to create an even better productivity system. We're also looking at how iCloud comes into the picture and your calendar. This is a complete productivity and time management setup that if you're in the Apple ecosystem, I can guarantee is going to make your life so much easier. No more overwhelm, no more stress, no more forgetting events or tasks. It's all going to be there in your own system that I show you how to build. It also includes the time sector system and my brand new notes organization system, Capra. Okay, I hope you get time to join this course, and don't forget, if you're already enrolled in this course, my promise to you is every year it's a free update. I hope you enjoy the course, and it'd be lovely to see you in there.